What's cracking, everybody? How's it going? Well, I'm ImVmad. Welcome to another video. Now, today I want to talk about the time. It wasn't the launch of Diablo 1, but it was the time that I begged Mum. I was in my early teens, and we just got in a computer, and I begged her to drive in and find me a copy of the game. Called around to a few different shops that were local, and none of them had this game. It was kind of discontinued. Diablo 2, I believe, was out at the time, but I hadn't played number 1. So I begged Mum to drive me into the city. We went into Brisbane City and scoured the city for this game. I remember it was really difficult to find parking and it was massively busy. But Mum obliged and we went in and we picked up a copy. So thanks for that, Mum. Took it home, played the hell out of it, and loved it. It was at the time my other mate had Diablo on the PlayStation 1, and we would make different characters and duel each other, and we had a blast. I mean, it was fun. Shortly after, I was able to play D2 on my dad's PC because it was a little bit faster, and you know, I'd be up into the AMs playing it. I'd forget time, lose track of time, play it with mates and you know, randoms online. And it was an absolute ball. Moving on to Diablo 3, had the same thing. I wasn't a fan of the art style at first. I still would prefer the dark, gritty art style, but the gameplay was amazing. You can't deny it. D3's gameplay was amazing, specifically the monk. I believe I have somewhere between 600 to 800 hours on the monk alone in Diablo 3. So I played it to death. I even tried to get on the leaderboards at one stage. I think I made like top 200 once. But anyway, moving on to D4. D4 started off rocky and sort of continued that way as I mained druid for the majority of the the majority of the game. It's now released Vessel of Hatred, which is the expansion. And unfortunately, my experience has been pretty rotten on that game. Starting off, there's a crash which I'll put on screen that I have had, no joke, somewhere between 20 to 25 times. I have wasted mats, wasted keys, and worst of all, wasted time trying to play the mess that this game is at the moment. Moving into builds, you got all the professionals out there making builds, which is really cool. You can follow a guide or whatever. I did end up theory crafting a build, but I didn't follow that build. I want to save that one for PvP. I prefer to PvP. Like I said, for Diablo 1, I would make a character my mate would make one with duel. And that's sort of where I found my fun. Pushing pits and stuff was kind of fun in D3, but I mean, it's been done, and I feel, I don't know, there's something about Diablo 4 and Vessel of Hatred where when I log in, I just feel like I'm wasting time. I'm dreading the amount of time it's going to take to do anything now. With the level 60 cap and the 300 paragons, I think I'm like Paragon 175 or something. Anyway, this game has been crashing and crashing and crashing. Even after the 2 hotfix patches they put out, it's still crashing. And the other thing I can't stand is the bugs. Like people finding exploits and bugs in damage, like people doing trillions of damage now, even with the damage scaling back, and it's from something dumb like barriers or something, like something you wouldn't really figure out, you know, like a casual wouldn't figure out. And I don't know, there's just something about it that feels unfun and something that feels unrewarding and very time consuming about it, and I'm not really enjoying it, unfortunately. As I mentioned, it was crashing. I have my PC specs, which I'll put on the screen now, and you can also see that my NVIDIA drivers are up to date, so my graphics drivers are good. Yeah, other than that, I don't know, I just feel really disappointed with it. Not really impressed with the Spiritborn class either. If it was comparable to the D3 Monk, the D3 Monk was leagues more fun. Way, way, way more fun than the Spiritborn is. And I feel like that's unfortunate. You're moving into 2024. You'd think that people's creativity would be next level, and the the production quality and stuff would be next level. But this is what we get. So I think this is the very first time that I'm gonna like publicly endorse Path of Exile. Now, to be honest, I couldn't get into Path of Exile 1. There was something about it that didn't captivate me the same way that Diablo did. I don't know if it was the lore of the story or just the way it felt when you played with having skills in gem sockets, but the state of mind that I'm in now, I can say that I'm looking forward to Path of Exile 2. And I will be swapping. After playing this Vessel of Hatred with all the crashes and all the rubbish that I've put up with, long-time Diablo fan, I'm converting to PoE, I think. So, that's all I wanted to say. If you guys are enjoying it, awesome. That's been my experience with it so far. Other than that, have a good day / night, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya.